Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Secretive Superyachts Behaving Like Micro-Nations. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Do you remember when Russia invaded Ukraine? And because of that, many Russian oligarchs had their super yachts leave Russia and Eastern Europe and travel to parts unknown. Before you knew it, there were quite a few Russian oligarch-owned yachts going to all sorts of ports around the world to flee the sanctions placed on those yachts by the authorities. So we wondered, what is the status these days of the super yachts around the world who fled? Are they still in legal jeopardy? Are yachts still moving around the world trying to stay ahead of the authorities? What is the status of the super yacht world at this point in time? We looked into it and we found some interesting things. The first question is, what are most super yachts doing these days? The war is still raging. Is it still affecting yacht owners? Here's what we found out. If you're a Russian oligarch super yacht owner, then you should still be very paranoid about how and where you locate your yacht. That's because it's still possible that the authorities may apprehend it. If your yacht is owned by a non-Russian oligarch, then you may or may not have to worry as much. Now, we don't give legal advice, so you should consult with your lawyer, but if you feel that your yacht may be in jeopardy, then by all means, get the opinion of your attorney. Now, what's the story with these super yachts? Well, many of them have become de facto micro-nation states. One source says the vessels were a ticket to entry to an exclusive club unconstrained by national borders. They are the smallest countries on the oceans. There are about 300 billionaires out there. Some yacht owners feel they have more in common with other billionaire yacht owners than they do with their own friends or family. What's interesting is how the wealth of the rich celebrity guests aboard these super yachts is exceeded by the yacht owners themselves. In fact, most yacht owners are much wealthier than the wealthiest celebrity guests they have ever had on board. Now, on board the yachts, the super rich and their celebrity friends can enjoy a level of privacy, peace, and seclusion they rarely have on dry land, where they face pervasive media security. But the vessels are also places to impress, strengthen contacts, broker deals, and do all that in an atmosphere offering unique opportunities to connect and do business. One of the big problems for yacht owners is the presence of spy or celebrity surveillance drones that watch these yachts constantly. One company called Veritas is often hired by yacht owners to provide comprehensive security for the super yachts. One of the biggest challenges they have is tackling spy drones sent by news organizations, paparazzi organizations, and others to photograph the wealthy and famous passengers aboard these yachts. So what goes on these yachts? What's really happening there? Well, one of the things that occurs regularly is that the owners of these yachts have the luxury of staying outside of the 12-mile national limit. Once they're in international waters, they can discuss and get involved in more deals than they could normally participate in when they were not in international waters. So this provides them with the luxury of avoiding much of the surveillance of the paparazzi, of the authorities, and competitors. The last thing you want is to have a member of your competition finding out about the latest project you're working on. You know what else goes on these yachts? A lot of these owners and guests like to partake in activities that might not be legal closer to shore or in country. But once they're past that 12-mile limit, the authorities have nothing to say about what they're smoking, drinking, or doing in the bedrooms of those yachts. More importantly, who they're doing it with. If you get photographed doing something with someone who is not your spouse, and that leads to a divorce, then it might be more costly for you than the cost of the yacht itself. So in some ways, yacht owners use their yachts to allow them to engage in questionable activity that they could never do while in a country or within its 12-mile limits. Why is that? Because outside the 12-mile limits at sea, the people on the yacht and the owners have more ability to do things which would never be tolerated on the soil of a foreign sovereign. That's why in some unique situations, these yachts can afford their owners and guests a sort of micronation sovereign safety and protection. Just like a cruise ship can't have gambling while it's in some ports, but once they go out to sea beyond the 12-mile limit, they can allow the gambling to commence. That means that while people think yachts are a great recreational vehicle, in many instances they also facilitate business deals that no one could ever do on shore. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.